What do you want out of life? That's one of those questions that we rarely stop to consider, but we all have an answer to it. And subconsciously, our answer defines our choices. Imagine for a minute that you're aging and you're reaching the end of your life. You know you just have a few days left, and so you spend that time reflecting and looking back on your life. In that moment, what is it that you look back and you say, I'm proud that I accomplished that, or I'm glad that I did that? Is it the time that you visited the Grand Canyon? Is it the time that you got a big promotion at work or you received a postgraduate diploma that boosted your career? Maybe it's the time that you got married or your kids were born, or maybe it's some special memory you cherish, a time that you spent with your friends or your family. What do you remember in a time like that? Let me tell you a story about a man who had lived a full life. He had explored the ends of wisdom to know the meaning of life. He had filled his life with pleasure and enjoyment. He enjoyed the finest of wines, a life of luxury. He built parks and gardens in his backyard. He was a successful businessman. He was a billionaire by today's standards. He had the most women he could ever want. If you haven't guessed it yet, I'm talking about King Solomon. The book of Ecclesiastes records his experiment to find the meaning of life. And this is what he says. All that my eyes desired, I did not deny them. I did not refuse myself any pleasure, for I took pleasure in all my struggles. And this was my reward for all my struggles. When I considered all that I had accomplished and what I had labored to achieve, I found everything to be futile and a pursuit of the wind. There was nothing to be gained under the sun. Did you hear what Solomon said there? That nothing that he desired, he refused. And it made him happy for a while, but living life like that left him feeling empty inside. It wasn't what I really wanted. That's the lesson that you and I need to learn today so badly, because we're so drawn to these things that Solomon filled his life with. We think they're going to make us happy, but the more we take out of life, the more we're left feeling empty. Solomon says it's like trying to grasp the steam from a boiling pot. But Ecclesiastes is not just about the emptiness of life. It's about how to live a truly full and satisfied life. He ends the book in this way. When all has been heard, the conclusion of the matter is this: fear God and keep his commands, because this is for all humanity. For God will bring every act to judgment, including every hidden thing, whether good or evil. Solomon says at the end of the day, there's only one thing that really matters, and that's fearing God and keeping his commands. Everything else is just distraction. So my message to you today is, what do you really want out of life? I hope it's not distractions, but I hope it's the one thing that really matters in life.